How you doing today, my friend?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm in SAG and I'm live streaming to my YouTube audience and I'm talking to people on the picket line why we out here, why this is important.
Your YouTube audience.
Yes. Because a lot of them don't understand. They think all of us work in show business, we're all rich.
Right.
So you're in the WGA?
I am, yes, I am. Been a member for 28 years.
28 years.
Yes.
And how has this like broken contract personally affected you?
Well, you mean, are you talking about how this strike personally affected me?
Well, not necessarily the strike, but like why we're striking and how it's like.
Well, why we're striking, okay, first of all, residuals for streaming. They stream these shows all over the world, meaning they're selling these shows all over the world. I used to get, so as a writer, I've written 2 books. So when you write a book, you own the copyright of that book for the rest of your life. Anywhere that book's sold, anywhere in the world, you get 10% of the profits. Writing for television and film, we give up our copyright with the understanding that we will share in the profits in the form of residuals. That's the gentleman's agreement or the agreement with the studios. That's been that way for decades. But in the era of streaming, they have cranked down those streaming residuals. So it's now like a trickle. I wrote for a show called Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Oh, I love that show.
25 years ago. This last year, I made more residuals from that show than I did from Apple TV's For All Mankind. That's a brand new show.
What?
Hugely popular. Yes. So that's why we're striking. Right there. And then there's the issues of them trying to deal with the least amount of writers as possible, not keeping writers on a show for any length of time, not allowing them to set, all in the name of saving money. But what that does is it prevents young writers from learning their craft.
Right.
And we have the leading television film industry in the world. It's one of the most successful industries America's created. And we are hollowing it out for short-term profits, just like Wall Street does with industry after industry after industry. And we will not be the leading television film industry in the world for long if that practice continues. So striking is a large part is for younger people. And then there's there's threats of AI, just seeking guarantees that they won't try to reduce staff size, particularly younger support staff, have AI do it.
Right.
Which they claim, oh no, we'll never do that. Well, then why don't you just give us a guarantee if you're not planning to do that?
Right.
Of course they're planning to do it. So those are the things we're striking.
Yeah, and I want the audience to understand what he's talking about is like when you start on TV, you start as a young writer's assistant, right? And you assist a full staff writer, and that's how you learn the craft, the craft, pretty much.
And you're getting paid just barely over minimum wage.
Yeah.
So, those people often have to have second jobs in between seasons. They go through a lot of financial sacrifice with the dream of becoming a writer, story editor, writer, producer. But the problem is with these short orders for shows, which is also a feature of the streaming business. When I started Star Trek Deep Space Nine, we did 26 episodes a year. You had 1 month off between seasons. So you're working full time. Then if a show ended, you got good residuals that sustained you till you got another job.
Right.
Because no job lasts,
Sure.
The vast majority of them are a couple of years, 5 years. The most I've ever worked on a show continuously is 4.
Yep.
So in between those jobs, you depend on residual income to just maintain a decent lifestyle. Well, that residual income is going away. So how are writers supposed to support themselves in an era when they're only ordering 10, even as little as 6 episodes a season of a show?
Oh yeah, and it's also, I mean, for actors, it's even worse because when you're on a show, you usually can't. There's a non-compete clause, like you can't be on anything else, and then you're waiting to find out if we're going to get a second or a third season. And you can't audition for anything else, and you're sitting there. And so if you're getting these, I get them 5-cent residual checks.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. And then I see shows that I was on that they're still in reruns. People are making money, and I'm not.
Yeah.
That's what's so frustrating.
Yeah. So yes, and then what they do, like they take a show that's 10 episodes and they stretch the production schedule over 9 months. So somebody like me, I could go to another show theoretically, but I don't have enough of a window of free time to be able to do that. It's not even a contractual restriction.
Right.
It's just a logistical restriction based on how they stretch the production schedule out. So it really hurts the income of writers on all levels.
Yes.
And you can see where they want to go with this. It's reducing us to fee for hire, 1099 employees,
Right.
no staffs,
Yeah.
just one showrunner and some freelancers.
Yeah.
And that was the way TV was in the 1950s. That's what they want to go back to.
The 50s. Well, thank you for explaining that to us.
Sure, my pleasure.
We
Thank
very
you
much
for your
appreciate it.
interest. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
interest.
You got it, man.